Hey everybody, Connor Boyack with Libertas Institute here. I wanted to give you an update on the issue of the Amazon sales tax collection. Now, for a while, Utah law has been that anytime you buy something online, you have to pay the sales and use tax. Of course, very few people do. And so the legislature for a while has tried to require and collect this tax, but that's unconstitutional. It's a federal issue because Amazon and other companies like it do not have what's called a nexus or a presence inside Utah. They're an out-of-state company, and so they're not subject to Utah law in terms of having to collect the tax at all. And so what's happened now is that Governor Herbert's administration has made some sort of deal with Amazon whereby on January 1st, they began collecting sales tax that they're not legally or constitutionally required to. You've seen the story, you've seen all the press, you're probably paying the tax like I am now, and that's a big deal for a lot of people because even though we're supposed to have been paying the tax, because no one did and there was no enforcement, it's effectively a new tax. People are seeing even more money go to the state now, and the state isn't making it revenue neutral. In the state's mind, this is entirely new revenue. So we filed what's called a GRAMA request, or an open records request, trying to get the agreement that was made between the tax commission and Amazon, trying to figure out what was given to Amazon. Why would they do this if they're not required to? Clearly, something was done to incentivize them to do this. So we want to figure out what that is. Maybe it's a small thing, maybe it's a big thing, we don't know. But we have the right to know. You have the right to know. So we filed the request and were denied. And we were denied on the basis of the agreement between Amazon and the tax commission containing either trade secrets, which is highly unlikely if we're just talking about collecting and remitting a tax, or if release of the document would put Amazon at a competitive disadvantage, which is also a specious argument. So we appealed and were denied again. So what now? I'm excited to announce that today we've filed an appeal of that second denial. And we're going to go now to the State Records Committee, which is a very pro-transparency committee, primarily of citizens, that are going to review what our attorneys are preparing, which is a very strong argument. There clearly is a public interest in this, especially given the overwhelming media coverage that we've received. The Standard Examiner and the Salt Lake Tribune have both editorialized on this issue in our favor now, in your favor, the taxpayers' favor. And so we're interested in seeing this all the way through. We believe we have a very strong legal case. We believe the tax commission and Herbert's administration has a very weak position in this. So we're going to see this through. Maybe we'll have to pay thousands of dollars and compete against the government using our own taxpayer dollars to keep this secret. But that's an investment that we want to make and that we're privileged to have enough donor support to be able to do and fund the attorneys and the appeals necessary to get this document public. It could very well be that this document doesn't show anything super interesting. Maybe there's other reasons why they're trying to keep it secret. We're not in this with any sort of, guess as to what's in there. We just believe that document, as a matter of course, should be public if our own taxpayer dollars are being used to make some sort of arrangement with these companies that aren't subject to collect the tax. We want to know what it is. You want to know what it is. So today we're appealing. Where it goes from there, we'll see. But I wanted to give you a quick update that this is an issue that's important to us. I know it's important to a lot of you. So we hope to have your support. If you want to follow what's happening, two things. Be sure and follow us on social media. We're posting a lot of updates there. So like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and we'll be sure and get the updates out that way. If you're not big on social media, or even if you are, be sure and subscribe to our email list. You can go to libertasutah.org. And right at the top, you can fill in your email address, and we'll be sure and update you along the way as well. So hope you appreciate the update. We'll keep you updated on our end as we hear from our attorneys how the process goes, but we're committed to the end. Thanks.